You've been told to eat healthy your entire life. But here's the uncomfortable truth: most people still don't know which foods actually move the needle. Not trends. Not superfoods that cost $40 a bag. I'm talking about the everyday, affordable, science-backed foods that doctors, nutritionists, and longevity researchers keep putting at the top of their lists, and that most people are not eating enough of. By the end of this video, you'll have a concrete list of 10 foods you can start adding to your plate this week. Some will surprise you. One might change how you think about your grocery cart forever. Stay with me. Welcome to VitaBite, where we break down the science so you can make better choices every day. I'm glad you're here. Today we're keeping it simple and practical. The top 10 foods you should honestly be eating more often, backed by real research and real reasons. No fluff, no fads. Let's get into it. Number 10, sardines. Let's start with the one nobody expects. Sardines. I know, but hear me out. Sardines are one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. They're packed with omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, vitamin B12, calcium, and selenium, all in one tiny can. Omega-3s reduce inflammation, support brain health, and protect your heart. And because sardines are small fish low on the food chain, they're also extremely low in mercury compared to tuna or swordfish. But here's where it gets interesting. A 2021 study published in Clinical Nutrition found that regular consumption of small, oily fish was strongly associated with reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. 1 can, twice a week. That's all it takes to start seeing the benefits. Try them on whole grain crackers with a squeeze of lemon. You might actually love it. Number 9, lentils. If you're not eating lentils regularly, you're leaving one of the best deals in nutrition on the table, literally. Lentils are loaded with plant-based protein, fiber, folate, and iron. 1 cup of cooked lentils gives you about 18 grams of protein and nearly 16 grams of fiber. That fiber feeds your gut microbiome, stabilizes blood sugar, and keeps you full for hours. Most people don't know that lentils are one of the most studied legumes for blood sugar management. Research consistently shows they produce a significantly lower glycemic response than most other carbohydrate sources, meaning they give you energy without the crash. They're cheap, they cook fast, and they work in soups, curries, salads, and stews. No excuses. Number 8, kefir. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria, and what you feed them matters enormously. That's where kefir comes in. Kefir is a fermented milk drink that contains up to 61 different strains of beneficial bacteria and yeast, far more than most yogurts. It's been shown to improve digestion, reduce bloating, support immune function, and even help with lactose intolerance because the fermentation process breaks down most of the lactose. The shocking part is emerging research from the Weizmann Institute suggests that fermented foods like kefir may outperform high-fiber diets alone when it comes to increasing gut microbiome diversity. A diverse microbiome is linked to lower rates of anxiety, obesity, and chronic disease. Add it to your morning smoothie or drink it straight. Your gut will thank you. Number 7, sweet potatoes. Here's one that should already be on your plate, but probably isn't as often as it should be. Sweet potatoes are rich in beta-carotene, the compound your body converts into vitamin A, critical for eye health, immune defense, and skin repair. 1 medium sweet potato gives you over 100% of your daily recommended vitamin A. They're also high in potassium, vitamin C, and fiber. What most people miss is that pairing sweet potatoes with a small amount of healthy fat, like olive oil or avocado, dramatically increases beta-carotene absorption. Fat-soluble nutrients need fat to be absorbed properly, so roast them with a drizzle of olive oil and you're getting maximum nutritional value. Simple, delicious, underrated. Number 6, walnuts. Of all the nuts, walnuts deserve a special spotlight, and the science behind them is remarkable. Walnuts are the only nut significantly high in ALA omega-3 fatty acids, a plant-based omega-3 that supports brain and heart health. They're also rich in polyphenols and antioxidants that fight oxidative stress, which is one of the key drivers of aging and chronic disease. But here's where it gets interesting. A large study from Harvard followed over 100,000 people and found that eating walnuts at least twice per week was associated with a 13% to 19% lower risk of cardiovascular disease. Just a small handful, a few times a week. Toss them in your oatmeal, your salad, or eat them straight as a snack. Easy win. Number 5. Leafy greens. Specifically arugula and spinach. You already know greens are good for you, but do you know why these two specifically are worth prioritizing? Spinach is loaded with magnesium, a mineral that over 50% of Americans are deficient in, which plays a role in over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, including energy production, muscle function, and sleep quality. Arugula is one of the best dietary sources of nitrates compounds that your body converts into nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels, improves blood flow, and can even enhance athletic performance. What researchers found surprising is that dietary nitrates from greens like arugula showed measurable improvements in exercise endurance, not just in elite athletes, but in everyday people. A handful in your salad or blended into a smoothie. Done. Number 4. Eggs. For decades, eggs were unfairly demonized because of cholesterol concerns. The science has caught up, and eggs are back. Whole eggs are one of the most complete food sources on Earth. They contain all 9 essential amino acids, choline, which is critical for brain function, and rarely discussed, plus lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that protect your eyes from age-related degeneration. The shocking part is most people are significantly under-consuming choline. The National Institutes of Health estimates that over 90% of Americans don't meet adequate intake levels. 2 eggs gives you roughly 50% of your daily choline needs. For healthy individuals, the evidence strongly supports eating whole eggs regularly as part of a balanced diet. Don't skip the yolk, that's where most of the nutrition lives. Number 3. Blueberries. Small but mighty, and honestly one of the most researched foods in nutrition science. Blueberries are loaded with anthocyanins, the plant pigments that give them their deep blue color, and these compounds are powerfully anti-inflammatory and neuroprotective. Regular blueberry consumption has been linked to improved memory, sharper cognitive function, lower blood pressure, and reduced markers of inflammation. What happened next surprised researchers. A study from the University of Cincinnati found that older adults with mild cognitive impairment who consumed blueberry powder daily for 16 weeks showed significant improvements in memory and cognitive performance compared to the placebo group. Fresh, frozen, or blended frozen blueberries actually retain most of their antioxidants and are far more affordable. Add them to your breakfast every morning, and you're making a long-term investment in your brain. Number 2. Extra virgin olive oil. This one isn't a food you eat exactly, but it's something you should be cooking with and drizzling on everything. Extra virgin olive oil is the cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet, the most studied dietary pattern in the world for longevity and chronic disease prevention. It's rich in oleocanthal, a natural compound with anti-inflammatory properties comparable to low doses of ibuprofen, and high in oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat that supports heart health and reduces LDL oxidation. Most people don't know that the quality of your olive oil matters enormously. Look for cold-pressed extra virgin, with a harvest date on the bottle. Light degrades polyphenols. Fast store it in a dark bottle away from heat. Use it on salads, roasted vegetables, soups, and eggs. Make it your default cooking fat. Number 1. Beans and legumes. And the number 1 most underrated, underconsumed, science-backed food group: beans. Black beans, chickpeas, kidney beans, navy beans, all of them. Researchers studying the world's longest living populations, the blue zones, found one dietary factor that appeared consistently across all 5 zones, whether in Okinawa, Japan, Sardinia, Italy, or Loma Linda, California. They all ate beans. Every single day. Beans are high in fiber, plant-based protein, resistant starch, which feeds your gut bacteria, and key micronutrients like folate, iron, and magnesium. They reduce LDL cholesterol, improve insulin sensitivity, and are strongly associated with reduced risk of colon cancer. The shocking part is a landmark analysis found that for every 20-gram increase in daily legume consumption, the risk of all-cause mortality dropped by about 7 to 8%. 20 grams. That's barely 2 tablespoons of beans. If there's one change you make after watching this video, make it beans. Add them to everything. So here's your takeaway. You don't need expensive supplements, exotic superfoods, or a complicated diet plan. The most powerful foods on the planet are affordable, accessible, and already sitting in most grocery stores. You just need to put them in your cart more often. Sardines, lentils, kefir, sweet potatoes, walnuts, leafy greens, eggs, blueberries, olive oil, and beans. Pick 2 or 3 from this list and start this week. Small, consistent choices made daily are what build a healthier body over time. That's not motivation. That's biology. If you learned something valuable today, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone who's been trying to eat better, because good information is one of the most powerful things you can give someone you care about. And if you're ready to become healthier, smarter, and more informed one bite at a time, hit that subscribe button and join the VitaBite community. Every week we break down the science so you can make better choices without the confusion. Subscribe now, and let's continue this journey to better health together.